So Brandon, it's Waterford at home on Friday, followed by away matches to Derry and Shells next week. How are you lads looking ahead of another 3-game week?
Yeah, really looking forward to it. I think, well, maybe since that little break, we've actually came back, we've done really well. We're kind of happy with ourselves, but we're kind of only hitting form now, so we're really looking forward to these next couple of weeks.
Yeah, you mentioned the form since the trip to America and the international break, 2 wins and 2 draws, 3 clean sheets as well. So it's been a really good run of form, I suppose, and you guys must be quite confident heading into this week in terms of how you've been since coming back from America.
Yeah, no, listen, we know that we should be higher and we should be doing, well, not doing better, but maybe getting better results and stuff. We've been playing well and probably been on a couple of the wrong sides of the results, but listen, it's all we can do is look forward to the next game, and this game coming up now is massive for us.
Yeah, we're just into the second series in the league overall. Everyone's played 9 or 10 games, and the gap between 2nd and 8th is just 5 points, so it's quite tight on the table. How have you seen it in terms of playing all the teams and being in the league, and I suppose watching the highlights, it seems quite tight among most teams?
Yeah, it's a really good league this year, like competitive wise, it's right up there, but with us, we just need to focus on ourselves and keep doing what we're doing, and I think at the end of the season then we'll hopefully be where we want to be.
From our own point of view, 10 games in, you mentioned maybe some points left behind in games, but lots of good performances, and as we said, a really good run since the international break. So how have you seen it, and how do you feel you're settling into your time at Pats, given we're kind of a quarter of the way through the season now?
Yeah, no, I've loved every minute of it, like, listen, football's full of ups and downs and stuff, but for me, I've loved it. And then, like, really, once the team's playing well, like, the results will come, that's like, we're only 10 games in, like, there's so many more to play, and like, if you're hitting form now, right up to the end of the season, you'll be happy with that. Yeah,
you've featured in all 10 games as well. We were just having a chat before we started. 5 assists. We think the League of Ireland say 4, but you're insisting it's 5, and of course we believe you. So you've been in quite good form and affecting the team in a positive way, particularly the last couple of weeks. The assist for Alex, the 2 assists in the Shamrock Rovers game and stuff. So you must be quite happy with how you've settled and the contribution you're making.
Yeah, listen, they're like my own goals, like, is to go and score and make as many goals as I can, and listen, I'm obviously waiting for the one to go in for myself, but if I can contribute to the team every week, I'm happy. That's my job,
What was the buzz of the Rovers game, our last home game as well, the second half particularly, how electric it was, the 2 quick goals, your 2 assists, and just, I suppose, defending at the end and the moments with the fans afterwards?
Yeah, no, I loved it. It was probably actually the best I've seen Richmond, like feeling it myself since I've been here. It was like the 2 goals, it was very quick between the 2 goals, but the atmosphere was electric and I loved every minute of it.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you about Richmond, and you've played there as an away player for a couple of clubs, and you would have played there as an underage player as well against Pats, but I agree with you. I've been at the club for nearly 10 years myself. The second half, the vibe in the place, the 2 quick goals and how the fans were was fairly amazing. What's that like to be involved in when there's 5,000 people that close and Richmond is so buzzing?
Yeah, it drives you on, like, especially they're the kind of moments when you need the fans, and listen, like, we're just as proud, like, when you're looking and you see your hard work come off, and the 2 goals, I think they were 2 brilliant goals, and then of course you get to celebrate, but listen, that's only like that, them 3 points are the same 3 points that we've got there last week as well, like, so for us it's about just get as many 3 points as we can, get as many wins, and hopefully we'll see us up at that top half of the table.
See, in terms of the assists and the set pieces, the wide free kicks, the corners and stuff, how much work goes into that, both as a team but also just individually? Like, I remember you as a kid playing for St Joseph's Boys back when you were 15, taking corners, taking free kicks, practicing stuff. You were always known to have a really good left foot, but just the work that goes in individually and as a group to get the set pieces right.
Yeah, I think set pieces is a big part of the game, and I probably didn't realise that when I was younger, but most games it just comes down to one set piece, so you need to be right on it, and Shawnee does a lot of work with us, and it's up to us. Like, once the delivery is right, the boys have to go and put their head on it, but me personally, I think I've always liked taking set pieces, whether it's free kicks or corners and all sorts. So not that you're kind of used to it, but you can work on them things and always get better at them.
And lastly, just on Waterford, who are the first of our opponents in the next kind of 4 to 6 weeks, which is going to be very busy. The last time we were down, there was a 3-1 defeat on a Monday night. What do you guys need to do to reverse that result? And I suppose, looking at Waterford, they've settled quite well into life in the Premier Division, and I'm sure they'll be coming to Richmond as well, looking to try and pick up points themselves.
Yeah, I think with us being down there was it wasn't great on our side. We weren't really at it. It wasn't us. We came away from what we've been working on. So like right now, I think we're in a really good headspace as a group, and yeah, listen, Friday, we're really looking forward to it and getting back at it. Yeah.